Hey guys, welcome back to Fantasy Tipped. Julian here for another Drops episode. This one for week 25. Before we jump into it, guys, drop a like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, guys. And I'm not going to waste any more time and jump right into some forwards that you should consider dropping from your team. And first on the list, it's Blake Coleman, playing on the second line in Calgary with Mangiapane. It's an okay line. It's not terrible, but Coleman hasn't been particularly good for the last couple months now. And he's definitely cuttable from your team if there's someone out there that you like a little bit more. William Karlsson is cuttable because the Vegas Golden Knights only play 2 games this week, which is really unideal. And if it's your fantasy finals, definitely you can consider cutting ties with Karlsson, especially after Tuesday. After Tuesday, Vegas only plays 1 game for the rest of the week. You definitely can add someone who plays maybe 3 games for the rest of the week, which is definitely a much more ideal situation. Teuvo Teravainen is currently playing on the third line right now with Jordan Staal. Since coming back from injury, he has not gotten good deployment, has not gotten a lot of ice time. Definitely a drop as of right now, unless he changes lines. Mason McTavish has been terrible as of late. Last 4 games, he's done literally nothing, been a negative player, and putting up almost no peripherals either, so easy drop right now. And Kuznetsov, over the past few games, has really slowed down. Started off really strong in Carolina, but seems to have gone exactly like I expected him to. Just not very good. Jumping into defensemen, first on the list is Filip Hronek of the Vancouver Canucks, 80% roster. And if you are hesitant on dropping Hronek, keep him for the Tuesday and Wednesday back-to-back and cross your fingers. After that, if this is your fantasy finals, Vancouver only plays 1 game for the rest of the week after Wednesday, so you definitely are better off grabbing someone who potentially plays 3 games. You can find a team that plays Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, and if you have room on all 3 of those nights, dropping Hronek for a player that plays 3 games is much better than keeping Hronek for the 1 game that he has for the rest of the week. That's for sure. Noah Hanifin of the Vegas Golden Knights, 71% rostered, is, again, victim of Vegas's bad schedule. And if this is your fantasy finals, he's a pretty easy drop, especially after Tuesday night, because once again, guys, Vegas only plays 1 game after Tuesday. So pretty easy drop. If it's not your fantasy finals, you can hang on to him because Vegas has a decent schedule next week. So if you can afford not to drop him, and this is not your fantasy finals, I would still hang on to Hanifin. Then Aaron Ekblad is someone who I really am not a big fan of. He's coming back soon from injury, but I wouldn't really waste a roster spot in this guy. He's not going to offer a whole lot and definitely should not be owned in 53% of leagues. That is for sure. Travis Sanheim's not a must drop, but he's definitely droppable if you need to after Monday's game, because Philly only plays 3 games this week, Monday, Friday, and Saturday, and you can probably add someone after Monday who plays 4 games instead of just 2 after that. So, just try to manage your team the best way you can. And Travis Sanheim is definitely not someone you need to be keeping on your team. And finally, Dmitry Orlov of the Carolina Hurricanes had a couple of strong games and was added in just way too many leagues. I didn't really understand so many people adding him. His peripherals are not really that great, and the points are completely unsustainable. So definitely someone who I would drop and add someone a little bit better. Jumping into goalies, Peter Kochetkov is a drop in my opinion, because if the alternating starts to continue, they've been alternating the goalie 1-1-1, kind of like Boston does. If the alternating starts to continue, Kochetkov will only get 1 start this week, and that won't be until Friday. You can definitely do better for your fantasy finals, whether it's streaming a forward for 4 games or even a goalie for 2 to 3 games. You can do better than the 1 Kochetkov start you're going to get this week. Holding him for just 1 start is probably going to be a big waste. Darcy Kemper, 44% roster. If you're this deep in the playoffs, you probably still don't have Kemper on your team, but just in case you do, please drop him. Lindgren is getting every single start, and when Kemper starts, he's getting pulled anyway. Jonathan Quick, I did let you guys know that the Rangers have 4 games this week, but none of them are back-to-back, so there's no guarantee he's going to get a single start this week. It's a gamble if you hold him. It really is. He probably will get 1 start, but it's not worth holding someone for just 1 start. Philip Grubauer looks like he's lost his starting job to Decord. Decord just got a shutout and playing really well, so I'm assuming he's going to get the majority of the starts going forward, so Grubauer is droppable. And finally, Laurent Brossoit is a drop because he's probably not going to get a start this week because Winnipeg has 3 games and none of them are back-to-backs. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. If you enjoyed my content today, drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Best of luck in your matchups, guys. I hope you take it. I hope you win. And I'll catch you in the next episode of Fantasy Tipped.